So I'm going to talk about the Lindsay Clancy case. This is not my personal opinions. This is not me passing moral judgment. I just think that there's a lot that boys, young men, and just men in general who want families in the future can learn from the Lindsay Clancy case. So take this from your big brother. These are 10 things that I think that every man should understand about mental health and postpartum when it comes to your future partner. So number one, postpartum can actually change the person completely. From the hormonal changes to the sleep deprivation to the physical recovery because they've literally just given birth and the psychological strain, that person can be completely different. And it's really important that you recognize the warning signs. And that leads to number two, you need to learn what the warning signs are before you need them. So severe anxiety, paranoia, confusion, hallucinations, obsessive thoughts, extreme insomnia, or just suddenly just not seeming like herself. These things aren't things that can simply be ridden out. You need to make sure they get the right assistance. Number three, don't assume she will tell you how bad it can actually be. Someone can look completely fine, speak normally, and still be struggling far more than you realize. And this leads on to number four, take unusual thoughts seriously. If your partner tells you she's having frightening thoughts about herself or her baby, the response can't be moral judgment or embarrassment. You have to take it seriously. Number five, sleep is a health issue, not a luxury. Protecting your partner's ability to sleep is so important. I do think that men should be taking the night feeds, men should be arranging family support, and men should be reducing unnecessary pressure where possible. Again, this is a person who has just given birth. This is a person who is still recovering. You cannot let them just lead on things when they haven't personally healed themselves. Number six, you are not supposed to diagnose her. As her partner, your job is just to simply notice if something changes and get professional help. You are not a doctor. You are not a psychologist. Spot the signs, get help. You are not there to judge or to try and come up with some professional solution. Number seven, advocate when she cannot advocate for herself. You should be going to appointments. You should be writing the symptoms down. You should be telling clinicians what you are seeing. Push again and again and again if you feel that something is clearly wrong. Number eight, don't romanticize strong mothers. There is a stigma that a lot of women feel when they are struggling in motherhood because of this strong mother narrative. Don't be one of those people that is pushing that on your partner. Give her as much help as possible. Let her know that if she is feeling a type of way, you are there to help her. And this leads on to number nine. As the man, you should be taking ownership of the mental load. You are the man of that house. A woman is recovering from childbirth, so she should not have to project manage the house, the baby, the appointments. She should not be the one directly telling you how to support her. That is something that you need to prepare for and lead on. And that leads into number 10. Know when it's an emergency. If she becomes detached from reality, if you see hallucinations or expressing suicidal thoughts, if she's talking about harming herself or the baby or just behaving very out of character, that requires urgent intervention. Again, it's not something you write out. But look, I hope that helps. Again, this is a very sad case. This is not something that I'm personally going to give my opinion on, but this is something which I think men in general can learn from.